doing is, this is the fake API which I will be calling. Like suppose if I give products, so when I will give this, when I will go on this link, I will get this data. Now the my plan is to do like, this is an asynchronous request, right? So the saga will be used here for the asynchronous task of fetching it. Now the two outcomes would be the fetching failure and the fetching success. In case of success, we will save the data. In case of failure, we will show the user that the request somehow failed. Okay. Now, so we will need to make the files for actions, our different actions. Now the only reason for making the files for actions, like, let me show you here. Inside my entities folder, I have created this products action. Okay, so the only reason for creating this thing is, like, whenever we would be doing something like this, dispatch, and what I need to do, dispatch, like we do dispatch, and yes. So when I will do dispatch product fetch, okay, and I will give the ID of, suppose I want all the shoes, all the shoes in the categories of shoes, I want all the shoes. Okay, so when I will give this, so first this expression will be evaluated, and then this whole will be dispatched. Okay, so this expression would be evaluated something like this. Sorry, just give me a second, I will make it good. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, this looks presentable. Yeah, so this product fetch would be evaluated this, and now this will be dispatched only. Okay, so ultimately it will be dispatch so this, now this statement will be ultimately evaluated. So you can see that by only writing this thing, we will get this entire thing. Now this is the only motive behind writing these small functions here in the actions folder. Okay, now moving on. So I'm going to create all the things. Now few things to note. Saga, let's open Saga. Redux. So now let's begin. So we can see like this this line. This was the line I originally wrote there, like something similar like this, right? Type and payload. Okay, so this fetch user requested will be caught by this saga logic, and now it will fetch. Now I'm going to make this. Let's begin coding. Okay, so no, first I need to make the reducer, right? That is like basic. Okay, so I'll do it now. We can see that for the I'm making the reducer for products. Now the reducer is actually what is the meat part of Redux. Okay, so now the three possible actions for the products will be fetch product, which I have written in action types, is fetch product. So the beginning of fetching of the product, and fetch product success and fetch product failure. Now fetch product success and fetch product failure. So the fetch product part will be caught by the saga. The fetch product success and fetch product failure would be correspondingly dispatched by the saga, and then only these two requests needs to be caught by our reducer, because the asynchronous part is being handled by the saga, so the reducer doesn't need to catch any of the action. Like reducer doesn't need to catch this action when we would be calling the product API. Okay, so I will be only creating for product success. Okay, so we need to return the type, it return type. So if we update the state, right? So state and category, we do payload dot category, and products, we do payload dot products. Okay, now how this thing is being decided, payload dot category and payload dot products. Now this required would be this request, like this thing would be like the control would be coming via saga.js, right? So it will, when it will come, it will only come when any action, either product fetched success or product fetched failure, would be dispatched from the saga, then only it will come here. So when it will be coming, I will pass these information there. Okay, now let's move ahead. So this is the first case. Now action types dot product fetch failure. Okay, and here we return state and our category we write the category to whatever payload category it was, and then in the error we write error. Okay, so I need to modify my initial state proc.error. Okay, and then default statement needs to be there, default state. Cool. Learn typing, learn how to do touch typing. I didn't learn, and now I'm regretting. Error null. Okay, this looks good. Category products and error, category error products null. Okay, cool. Yes, now this thing looks good, this thing looks good. In fact, I don't need to write this here also. Okay, yeah, this looks good. Category data null, category data null. So when I would be calling product success with my category and data, it will eventually be sent. So we would be eventually sending this to our reducer. Okay, so we can see in product success categories, product and error. Here I'm saying category, data and error. Okay, I need to correct this. Products, yeah, this looks good. Our products will be data, so category products and error, category products and error, category products. Okay, now I think we should move on. Yeah, so this validation of the things mentioned in action and reducer needs to be confirmed before moving, because then it would be very hard to find what where and what error we have done, because it may not, like in most of the cases it won't show if the API fetching request is successfully done. Okay, so now this is the part of action and reducer. Now in the next video I will create sagas.